Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jeddah.
Welcome to Jeddah, the bride of the Red Sea. Here in the heart of the city lies Al-Balad, Old Jeddah. This historic quarter was founded in the 7th century, and for centuries it was the gateway to Mecca, welcoming merchants, pilgrims, and travelers from across the world. Walking through these narrow alleys is like stepping back in time. Every stone, every wall, carries the memory of countless generations who lived, traded, and prayed here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here in Al-Balad in Jeddah. It's an old city, and Al-Balad means the old town. It literally translated, it means the old town. What is Al-Balad? So it is the old town here, and it was made in 7th centuries, which was very famous at the time because it was the time where traders and it was the economic city here in Jeddah. So can you imagine how famous it was, and why it's famous though? It's famous because, like, if you look at the window, every window is different than the other. And it's there are actually few how can I say, like few details, and like the old buildings were made by like the mud, and actually it's part of the UNESCO World Heritage, and it is actually a very unique place, but they kept it really nice and very clean. And of course, if you come here, don't forget to visit this place and marvel the beauty of it. And I came here without getting a tour guide because I already saw so many YouTube videos where travelers come here, and most of them came with the tour guides, and I heard what they said, and I read what this place about. So I thought, why should I get a tour guide? So yeah, if you come here, don't forget to visit this place because it's a historical place here in Jeddah. And so yep, look how beautiful these places are. Oh my God.
The most striking feature of Al-Balad are its colorful houses, decorated with large wooden windows called rawashin. These windows are more than beauty. They were carefully designed to keep homes cool in the heat, allowing sea breezes from the Red Sea to flow inside. At the same time, they gave privacy to families, letting them see the world outside without being seen. Each rawashin was hand-carved, with patterns passed down from one craftsman to the next. No two are ever exactly the same. Every one of them is a work of art. But Al-Balad is not only about history, it is alive with daily life. The old souks, or markets, are full of treasures. Here you can find everything: handmade jewelry, traditional clothes, fragrant spices, and small gifts to take home to loved ones. The atmosphere is warm and welcoming, just as it has been for centuries when traders from Africa, Asia, and the Middle East exchanged goods in these very streets. Centuries ago, travelers and merchants entered the city through mighty gates. The most famous of them was Bab al-Furdhah, once the main entry point to Jeddah.
So I'm right behind the gate, and it's believed that many years ago people used this gate to pass from this side to the Mecca with their carriages, with their animals, and they pass through right under this gate.
Today, the gates may no longer guard the city, but they remain powerful symbols of Jeddah's history as a port of cultures, faith, and exchange. For pilgrims, Jeddah was always more than a city. It was the last stop before reaching the Holy Lands. Families here opened their doors to travelers, offering rest and hospitality. Balad many built centuries ago still call the faithful to prayer, their minarets rising gently above the rooftops. Today, Al-Balad is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is a place where history and culture are not frozen in time, but still alive in every corner. To walk here is to connect with the soul of Saudi Arabia. The colors, the smells, the voices of the marketplace, and the silence of its ancient walls. For travelers, Al-Balad is not just a stop in Jeddah. It is a journey into living history and an unforgettable experience that touches the heart. In the heart of the city lies Lake Al-Arbaeen, a peaceful spot where the waters of Jeddah reflect the skyline. It is a place of quiet beauty where locals and travelers alike come to walk, breathe, and take in the gentle rhythm of life by the lake. Nearby stands one of Jeddah's most beautiful landmarks, Al-Jaffali Mosque. Its white walls and graceful arches welcome worshippers and visitors into a space of peace and reflection. In Islam, prayer is not only an act of worship, but also an act of purity. Before entering the prayer hall, every believer performs ablution, known as wudu, washing the hands, face, and feet to cleanse both body and spirit. It is a ritual that prepares the soul to stand before God in humility. Inside the mosque, the beauty continues. The ceiling is adorned with vibrant colors and patterns, each detail carefully designed to inspire a sense of harmony and devotion. Here, silence meets artistry, a reminder that faith in Islam is not only spiritual, but also deeply woven into culture, design, and daily life. From the winding alleys of Old Jeddah, the journey continues to Culture Square, one of the city's most vibrant gathering places. Here, the spirit of Jeddah is alive, not only in its architecture, but in its people. As I filmed the open landscape, an elderly man passed by. With a humble smile, he asked me to capture his image. A simple request, but one filled with warmth. In his hand, he held wooden prayer beads, dhikr, a reminder of devotion, rhythmically moving through his fingers as he smiled for the camera. It was a moment that spoke of faith, humanity, and the quiet beauty of everyday life. Around me, families and visitors filled the square, their laughter blending with the gentle sounds of the city. The architecture here reflects Jeddah's balance between tradition and modernity, elegant, clean, and designed to welcome all. Even the thoughtful detail of small electric carts, provided for those who cannot walk long distances, shows how this space was created for everyone to enjoy. Culture Square is not just a landmark. It is a place where strangers meet with kindness, where architecture frames daily life, and where the heart of Jeddah beats in harmony with its people. On the shores of the Red Sea stands one of Jeddah's most remarkable landmarks, Al-Rahmah Mosque, often called the Floating Mosque. Built directly above the water, its white domes and graceful arches appear to rise from the sea itself, creating a sight that feels almost otherworldly. At high tide, the mosque seems to float upon the waves, blending the beauty of faith with the power of nature. For Muslims, this mosque holds deep meaning. Pilgrims and travelers from around the world visit here, not only to admire its unique design, but to pray in a place where the sound of the ocean meets the call to prayer. It is both a spiritual and architectural wonder. The mosque is open to worshippers during the 5 daily prayers, and outside those times, respectful visitors may also enter, men and women alike, as long as they dress modestly and remove their shoes before stepping inside. For many, Al-Rahmah Mosque is more than a destination. It is a moment of peace by the sea, a reminder of how faith and beauty can exist in perfect harmony. Leaving Al-Rahmah Mosque behind, I walked along the seafront. The sound of the call to prayer carried gently across the waves, a calming echo that filled the air. On the grass nearby, I saw men and women kneeling in prayer, their devotion turning this open space into a place of worship. Facilities for washing before prayer stood close by, reminders of the importance of purity before standing before God. As I continued, the view opened towards the Formula One racetrack, Jeddah's link to the modern world of speed and excitement. I didn't enter the circuit, but nearby, I found another landmark of the city, the Red Sea Mall. Inside, I was struck by its size and energy. Shops, restaurants, and families filled its halls. I searched for traditional Arabic perfumes, rich scents of oud and musk that have been part of Arabian culture for centuries. Outside, as I waited for my taxi, I noticed even more families arriving. Large family cars pulled up one after another, each filled with parents, children, and relatives, all ready to enjoy their evening together. Here in Saudi Arabia, life begins after the sun sets. The heat of the day keeps many people indoors, but when night falls, the city awakens. Families gather, children play, and malls become places of connection and joy. Standing there, I felt something I did not expect, a sense of belonging. Amid the voices, the perfume of the shops, and the warmth of family life, I realized that Jeddah is more than a city to visit. For me, it felt like a place I could call home. The next morning, I arrived at the Jeddah Corniche, where the blue waters of the Red Sea meet the city's calm shores. The waves moved gently, their sound blending with the fresh morning air. Around me, people were enjoying the space, walking, exercising, or simply standing to admire the vast sea. Some paused in quiet reflection, others in prayer, letting the rhythm of the waves accompany their devotion. The surrounding nature, the wide open spaces, and the gentle movement of the water created a sense of serenity that is rare in bustling cities. Modern buildings rise nearby, but they do not disturb the peaceful atmosphere. Instead, they coexist with nature, showing how the city embraces both progress and tranquility. Here, there are no crowds, only space to breathe and observe, to feel connected to both the land and the water. Every glance at the horizon, every sound of the waves, brings a sense of calm that reaches deep inside. Walking along the Corniche, watching people move, reflect, and pray, I felt a profound connection not just to the city, but to the spirit of the country itself. Jeddah is a city of balance, between history and modernity, between faith and daily life, between energy and calm. As I stood by the water, I realized this journey was more than sightseeing. It was a journey into the heart of a culture, a people, and a land that welcomes life with warmth, devotion, and harmony. I left Jeddah with a heart full of admiration and a soul deeply touched. I truly fell in love with this country, its history, its people, and its timeless beauty. And I know that someday I will return to walk these shores, to hear the prayers, to feel this calm, and to be here once again at home in Saudi Arabia.
I'm here trying Al-Arbaeen for the last time, and do you wanna hear the nicest story, a fun story? So I'm here at the gates, and I came through the security check-in, the security place, and I already told them like at the beginning, like I don't wanna throw out my bottle of water, and actually I had 3 bottles of water this time, and they were like, no problem, you can go. I will have. Like now I'm here at the gates and I have my bottle of water and I'm really surprised, and this is the best way to finish this journey, I guess. And if this is not the real love, then I don't know what the real love is, and I think I will come back to Saudi Arabia. It's a very lovely city, and wow, it's a really wow. So let me finish my Al-Arbaeen. End of another journey, another tour from Jeddah. This is the end of this journey actually in beautiful Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. So many things happened, so many things that I wasn't even expecting. I was kind of surprised, and let's discuss about what happened here and what I did. And actually I have some wonderful list. This time I thought I should write some points, because I am not the best person when it comes to the memory. So yeah, I have some 9 points here which I really want to talk about. And first I would like to begin actually from the moment I came here, which was yeah, so we can structure the video, structure everything. So let's start directly from the airport. Okay, I went to take my luggages from the belt, and then I went to the bathroom, then washroom. Okay, of course the door was the door was closed. Then there was this kind man who opened the door for me, and then the first impression that I had about this country was like, wow, so this is what we call hospitality. It's not even close to what we offer to people in Europe or in any other Western countries, maybe in the States, because I had a kind of same experience while I was doing the university, and people like there were like some other students holding the door for me, so that was a really nice. And okay, here that was very kind. Then I took my luggage, then I tried to exchange some money, get the SIM card, then I go out. So I was going out, then there was this taxi man running at me and like, would you like to have a taxi? I was like, yes, but I'm not sure if I'm going with you, like directly like this. But he was like, keep following me, and I was like, yeah, okay, first I need to exchange some money. So he was like literally like walking me to these places, like and it was on a Saturday, so everything was kind of closed except like the same place. And so yeah, I couldn't even exchange some money. Then I told okay, maybe I will change them at the city in Jeddah. But then this man was walking with me, and he was like literally walking me toward the outside. He was like telling me, you don't need a SIM card, the Wi-Fi is everywhere, blah 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 blah. Then I said, okay, that's enough, I'm not going with you, man. So then I came back to the airport, took the SIM card. That was the very first thing that I did. Took the SIM card. How does it work? First they will ask like you have to select the plan, then they will ask for you the visa, and then they will give you the SIM card. That's technically how it works. And then I got a green taxi because I had no idea that was the only genuine taxi I could see around the place. And I took the taxi, I went to the hotel, I paid something like 25 euros. It was kind of okay because the city, the first impression of this city is like, this city is huge, like everything is huge, like including the hotels, the buildings, they are huge, they are massive. And I went to the hotel, check in, beautiful hotel, beautiful. For the price I paid, that was wonderful. How much did I pay? I paid 135 euros, but it including breakfast. It was nice, very nice. Then I went to Al-Arbaeen. I tried some chicken burgers because I had no clue what to eat. And I already saw that this Al-Arbaeen plays on YouTube, on the internet, that it's a kind of McDonald's, it's a chain here in Saudi Arabia, and now they are trying to expand little by little around the world, around the globe, and which is really nice. It is a very unique idea, and yeah, it's a very unique idea because it's not like the McDonald's where they put everything in the burger and then you eat. Here you have to like ask like the Al-Arbaeen menu, which has 8 pieces of chicken, and it comes with the fries. Then you get also the buns, but they are empty buns. And if you would like to make your own bun, then cut it, put the chicken, put the fries, you put some garlic or the ketchup, whatever you want. That's it. Easy peasy. And then on my second day, I walked through the city. It was nice, you already saw it. It was a very nice experience. And then on my third day, I went to Medina with a high-speed train. It was 35 euros, and it was a very nice experience. Went to Medina, try it, very beautiful place. It's one of the unique places in the world, as I mentioned also in that video. And if you didn't watch that video, please go and watch it. And especially if you're a Muslim person. And I'm not going into details because I already explained some stuff in that video. So let's move. Then I went to Alula. This is what the best experience happened according to me, because those rock mountains, the view, the landscape, the experience, best ever people I met, the people, like everything was very, even the hotel was so good. But the hotel is very expensive, so I don't know, I'm not sure. Alula is very very expensive. sorry, very expensive. But how I ended up there, I took the bus. It's called the Northwest Bus. You can easily buy tickets on online, and the journey is like on the way it's like 5 hours and 45 minutes, and on the way back is 5 hours. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And then I came back to Medina on this after 2 days. Then on the same day I came to Jeddah, and I stayed here in Jeddah for 2 days, and this is my last day. So now let's talk about the experience. This is what I did. It was kind of intro of what I did here. Now let's talk about the juicy stuff, the juicy things. I have the list here, and yeah, let's talk about it, because I really want to talk about it, because it was a very wonderful experience. I did so many unexpected, I mean, no, not me, but I saw so many unexpected things. So yeah, I have 9 points actually. Let's make it 10, because I didn't add a 10 point here, because because it needs to be said. So okay, accidents are very common here. That's my very first point. It's because in these Middle Eastern countries, even very young people start to drive. But unfortunately, this accident didn't happen by an teenager, let's say, or a young person. So there was this bicycle rider, and a car got into him, and the bicycle tire was like a square shape then. And yeah, but the funny thing was, like, in Europe or in Italy, many people like argue with the higher tone, but when it happened, I was quite surprised, because people were so calm. It was two men, of course. No sexism, yeah. It was two men, and they were discussing what happened and blah blah blah. Of course, I didn't stop there and watch the whole scenario, but that's what happened, and their voice were calm. Okay, so, and it's also true, like here, you don't have zebra crossing. So I mean, it's not that you don't have a zebra crossing. There are some zebra crossing, but these roads are really huge, which means you need to be very careful where to cross the road, and not in any place you will find this zebra crossing, so you have to cross the road somehow. So that's why I said not everywhere you will find zebra crossing, so you have to be very careful. Now that I finished this journey, I've been here for a week, I feel like I'm a pro road crosser, because I crossed from oh my god, you won't even believe me if I say, like, I crossed the road like from it wasn't a highway, but it was a very big road, and it wasn't only me. There are so many people crossing it, because it's really hard to find a intersection or traffic light for people, and that means this is not walking friendly country, because the distances are very very huge, and I try to walk, but it's impossible to walk, and I'm the kind of person who love to walk, and in this country it's quite impossible, because the distances are really huge, and even the buildings are really huge. I mean, the reason, like my tour guide explained me, the reason that the house and the buildings are big, because most of the time these people stay inside, because the outside is like really hot. So what they do is, like, they stay inside whole morning, whole afternoon, let's say. Indeed, like, everything start to move after 4 p.m. Indeed, like, so many more, not malls, but like restaurants, for example, open at 4 p.m. and they stay until 2 p.m. a.m. Oh my god. So from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. the next day. And yeah, but here not many people speak English, so I would love to learn some Arabic, because in many countries Arabic would be very, very useful. And let's see if I will actually learn it, because it's a kind of hard, I know. And yeah, unfortunately not many people speak Arabic, so it was kind of hard to make a full conversation, and discover more about the city or the country. But luckily I met three taxi drivers. When it comes to the taxi, it seems like I have ADHD, because I was speaking about the English, then the people, then the taxi drivers. Okay, but let's go one by one. So I met these three taxi drivers which were very fluent in English. The first one was studying here computer science, so he said that he learned English at the university. The second one was studying, he did his bachelor's and master's in the UK, and he was studying art. And the third one studied politics. Yeah, there is a degree called politics, but it's not just politics, it's like social politics, something like that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he studied it in Canada, and this guy actually gave me a lot of information about this country, because he was fluent. And yeah, so apparently many people go abroad to study, but they come back, because actually it makes sense, because this country is growing so fast. And I don't know if you are aware that the plan of Saudi Arabia, the goal of 2030, there are so many projects going on, and there are so many opportunities, and there are so many Indians, Bangladesh, and people from many countries are working here actually. And from what I hear, the salaries are pretty good. And as everywhere, it's kind of hard to find a job, especially as a young person. But what to do? So why I was talking about it, because English is not quite common here. Indeed, like today I was playing at the swimming pool with these three guys, and they were from Riyadh. They were young, but they didn't speak any English. Like I was saying, like they were asking me like why I'm here, and I was saying because I'm traveling, and they were like okay, what does it mean traveling? Like enjoy, like happy life. I was like, yes, enjoy. So yeah, it's really hard actually. And also when it comes to the taxi drivers, don't expect them to open the trunk for you or put your bag into the trunk. I'm telling this because for example many Italians are expecting taxi drivers to open it for you and put the bags in there. It won't happen here. And yeah, it's a different culture. And yeah, so now I don't remember what I was talking about. So yeah, yeah, I think I have ADHD. Okay, okay, Medina, okay, Alula, okay. Oh my god, what was I talking about? Okay, these people really love their vehicles. Indeed, like if you will walk by like evenings, walk by narrow roads, I mean even big roads, there are some people washing and taking care of their cars. They are polishing it, they are washing it, they are brushing it. I mean for taxi drivers it's quite common, I think, but the rest is wow. I was surprised to see that many people taking care of their cars. And even like taxi drivers, like sometimes I was like boom. Okay, not like a boom like a like a woman closing the doors. I swear to God, I have nothing against you women, but like as a normal European guy, like close the door. But I remember that there was one taxi guy who would tell me, calm down, close slowly. It was funny. And so yeah, oh, one is very, very important thing here. When it comes to the taxi, I didn't use taxi. The only time I used a taxi was from airport to the hotel on my first day. But after that I use Kareem. What is Kareem? Kareem is like a Uber. You have to download it, put your Saudi number, or even other numbers, I guess it's okay, I don't know. Put your Saudi number, and I also realized that in some other countries like Egypt, they use the same application, so you don't have to have a Saudi number, but you can use any other numbers. And so you go there, you insert the address you want to go, and click on the button Yalla, which means like let's go. And then they will search a driver for you, and after a few minutes it's gonna be fine. They will send a message saying, okay, this is your captain, and this is the ID of the car. Oh my god, not the ID, the number plate of the car, and yeah, the name of the driver, telephone number, and if you want to send a picture. And if you want to send a picture, it's absolutely fine, for example showing where you are, so which is really common here, and I did the same for like 2-3 times actually. And this application can save a lot of money compared to using the green taxi here. For example, on my first day I paid 25 euros to go to the hotel from the airport, but on this one I paid only 6 euros. So imagine the difference. And the difference between distances is actually very little. So yeah. What else? Yeah, cars are their lives, and people are sleeping. You will see it's a very common to see people sleeping in their car with the air conditioning on, because the gas prices are very cheap here, and it's a very hot city. But honestly, okay, I have to admit that I was expecting the city to be much more warmer, but honestly it was only 34, 36. The maximum was like 40, but that's okay. It's not like in Marrakesh. Oh my god, in Marrakesh I remember like I was like literally burning. Okay, maybe it was June, but we are in the mid of May, so I mean there is not that big difference, right? But compared to the Marrakesh, for example, here they have a lot of tall buildings, but they have a lot of trees, for example. That's why I think it's much more colder, and I mean, especially if there is some wind, it's okay. And most of the time as a traveler, maybe for you will be most of the time outside, but I highly advise you to start your journey or early morning or after 4 p.m. because it will be much chill. And yeah, I mean that's how people from Saudi work as well, because in the morning, for example, I like my tour guide, if you're watching it, don't judge me. She told me like she sleeps like until 2 p.m. I mean it's very normal, because people here keep awake like in the night. Okay, not maybe everybody, there are some exceptions of course as everywhere, but these people stay awake like in the night, and then they go to sleep like around 4-5 a.m. and they wake up late, and then they start their job work like in the afternoon. Indeed, like as I mentioned, there are some markets and restaurants which open after 4 p.m. So yes, when it comes to driving here and vehicles, it's actually a very it's a country where, okay, let's change some words, because I know if I say it, people take it wrongly. So this is a country where people love driving and their vehicles. So I saw a father teaching his son of age 6 or 7 to drive the Land Cruiser, the Toyota Land Cruiser. Like I'm dreaming of having a Land Cruiser, and this father was teaching his son to drive this Land Cruiser. And do you know the power of Land Cruiser? It's a V8 car, so you can imagine how the driving culture here is. And to have fun, what they do, sometimes they go to the desert and drive. And even here in the city, it's not a big deal, because I mean the roads are here like crazy. Oh my god, like here the roads has like a three rows. No, we don't call them rows, we call them, oh my god, how do we call the lanes? We have like three lanes here, and the streets are huge. And if you are really, I mean, if you really love to drive, rent a car here and drive elsewhere. And I think it's gonna be cheaper, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Then I was talking about the train when I went to the Medina, and then Medina to Jeddah. I charged my phone. It was kind of like I think 50%, and within 20 minutes I charged my phone to 100%. So can you imagine how fast it is? I did this a few times actually in Europe. Do you know how bad it is? Europe, America, Western countries, wake up, please. You have to do something instead of judging other people, talking about the freedom of the Middle Eastern countries. So do something. For example, these trains are, I mean, they were like running like 300 kilometers per hour, but besides it, the charging posts were very fast. And in Europe, like in Germany, I tried to charge my phone on board, and I charge actually 2% in 1 hour. So Germany, I love your cars like BMW, Mercedes, Volkswagen, but work, yeah. So the train is, yeah. And also when it comes to the cleanliness, oh my god, this is like, people have to take example from this country, honestly. Hotels, roads, bathrooms, everything is very clean indeed. Like even at the airport, like everywhere you go, everything is very clean indeed. I haven't seen, like, do you know the dryer? For example, in the men's toilets, there are, you wash the hands, and then there is this dryer to dry hands. I don't know about the women toilets, honestly, but I think it's the same, because they have to wash their hands, right? And when I usually do it in Western countries, I always think about like, what's the point of washing our hands and put again our hands in this dryer, because so many people are doing it, and there are so many virus, bacteria. And I mean, like, do you know how many people touch the thing, the plastic thing? So we are doing the same, and it's not actually healthy. But here, maybe not in every place, but I have been to airports, restaurants, and yesterday I've been to mall. I saw these people cleaning actually the toilet and the dryer after each use. And do you know what does it mean? Okay, there are so many people actually like taking care of these bathrooms, and this is what we need. This is what hospitality is, and this is what we need actually. Most of these workers are actually from Bangladesh, India, and I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but Saudi people are like, I don't want to say like hiring these people from poor countries to do the dirty work, but actually like in high ranks job, I mean not even high ranks, like police officers, for other like in normal jobs, they hire like Saudi people, while to like cleaning and stuff, like at the even like at the hotels, to serve the things, so they cook the things at the restaurants. They hire a lot of Bangladesh, Indian, Nepalese, Pakistanis, so many people. I met most of my taxi drivers were from India. Oh my god, there was a terrible driver from India, and he was like while he was driving, he had this music like very loud, and like he was increasing the sound like while looking at me like bro, like sorry, yeah. Okay, so yeah, to do these works, and yeah. Yeah, most of the taxi drivers won't even help you to put your bags in the trunk, and that's pretty okay. And people can't speak English, yes. And payments, okay. In this whole journey, I actually wanted to test something, because since I couldn't exchange some money, I wanted to see how often, or how, if it is possible to survive without cash payments. Indeed, only in two scenarios I couldn't pay. I mean, two scenarios, okay, let's, because they are different actually. On my first, okay, there was the first scenario is this taxi driver didn't want to get a car payment, so he called me beforehand saying like, hey, I accept cash, and if you don't have cash, I won't come, something like this. And I was like, okay, no problem, cancel the ride. The second scene was this morning I went to the supermarket and buy some stuff, and they didn't accept Visa. And okay, no problem, I tried my Dutch card, it didn't work, Visa didn't work, so I said okay, goodbye. But then I went to another supermarket, and payment was successful, it was fine. So I survived a week. I paid so many taxis, so many restaurants, so many places, I bought tickets, bus tickets. You can survive here with your credit card, especially with the Visa. Here many people love Visa, indeed. Like the first thing they will ask, like sometimes they ask like when I got the train ticket, the first thing they ask is like what is your card, like a MasterCard or Visa. So they love Visa. And yes, and the 10 point, this is interesting, and it's gonna be a little bit longer, I guess. Okay, yesterday I went to see the oh my god, the Jeddah music, the Jeddah Mosque, by the seaside, and Arhama, how do you call it? Mosque. Anyway, I went to see this mosque, which is open for tourists, so no problems. But the issue was, I was taking a video of the Saudi flag, not even a mosque. The mosque was here, the flag was completely in opposite side, so no issues. But there was this traffic officer who was trying to deal with the cars, and then this dude come to me, and he was like, no camera, and then I was like, oh, is it not allowed to take the pictures? And he was like, no, and then he took his phone without saying anything, and he took a picture of the camera and then me. And then I asked, why did he take the picture of me? And he couldn't speak any English, of course, so I had to translate to Google Translate. Then I wrote like, is it okay to take pictures, use the camera? And he was like, phone yes, camera no. And I was like, okay. Then I was like asking him again, why did you take a picture of me? And he was like, go away, I have to manage the cars, blah blah blah. And he took the pictures and he sent on a group, I think on a WhatsApp or Snapchat maybe. And I'm really curious about it actually, but a good advice would be never argue with these people, because we are in a foreign country and we don't know how it can end up. And our goal is to return to our home country safe and safe. Okay, anyways, yeah. So if you are a photographer, if you are a street photographer especially, I mean, it's allowed to take pictures, and but for example in this, I would highly recommend you to not use your camera like the DSLR or mirrorless in front of a mosque. The funny thing is, like, there are not even any signs of saying like you don't use your camera. But I mean, like, what's the point of like using the phone to take the pictures and videos but not the DSLR? Does it make any sense? I don't know, honestly. If you're a Saudi person watching at this video, please let me know what is I mean, like, what's the difference and what's the point? Because maybe you know it better than me, and I would be really happy to know why they allow people to use their phones to record and take pictures, but not the camera. Like, I mean, like, the literally, like, a phone has it's a very powerful device where you have also internet, and where, like, take live, I mean, like you can take the live videos but not the camera. No, like, why? Okay, so yeah, if you're a photographer, be very careful. Oh, it happened to me also this morning. I went to see the Corniche in Jeddah, and I didn't even see this girl was coming, and she was in hijab and not with the niqab, so she was like open face, and she came to me and very politely asked me to delete the video because she thought she was in the IV video. I didn't even see that she was there, and I deleted it because she was there. It's okay. She was very polite, and I liked it because she was very direct, very polite, very nice. I like it. It makes sense because she was there. But the police officer thing, I didn't even like. Man, like, I was literally taking a video of the flag of your own country flag. Like, I'm trying to market, like, invite people to your country. Like, okay, I could understand if there were any signs saying, like, don't use a camera, but I don't know. So yeah, if you're a street photographer, good luck. Before you do anything, ask anybody or try even to get some license if you are if you are using these contents for work, like a business purpose. If you are using them for personal usage like me, it's purpose, it's okay. But anyways, don't forget to ask them if it is okay to record. And yeah, it is still Arabic country. It doesn't mean anything actually, because we are all human, we are all people. But the only difference, it's like this country is, I mean, it's recently opened towards the tourists, and it wasn't open for tourists before. So maybe there is this a little bit gap that they are shy and they are not used to it. And of course I understand that there are some limits. It's a Muslim country, so yeah, be very careful and ask beforehand. And if you have been to Jeddah or any other places around Saudi Arabia, please let me know how your experience is, and if you're planning to do travel here. And yes, I think that's pretty much it, my dear friends. And thank for all those people who helped me throughout this journey, especially the tour guide in Alula. And actually without her I couldn't see all the places, because oh yeah, this is very important. Getting a taxi in Alula is very challenging because it's a very small town, so not many drivers, Ubers, taxi drivers are actually, I think they don't even have like a green taxis. They only have like Kareem, but only very few, like a 4, maybe 5 drivers, but I'm not even sure. And getting a taxi there is very, very hard. So if you I advise you to get like a tour guide, honestly, so they will pass the whole day with you and explain the things. And yes, it is expensive, but if you are a real traveler, explore the world, I highly advise you to take this opportunity once you are there, because you don't want to spend money and to do nothing because of this. And if you want to do, you can even contact your hotel and ask like if they provide any transportation. I did the same, and they advised me to check the Alula experience website. And yes, I will write more about this experience on my website as well, and you will find many information about it on my website, about the whole journey. It's a very beautiful country, and I don't know if you heard about this 2030 plan. It's a very nice. The country is going on so much things right now, and you can see the constructions, new projects, so many investments, and yes, the country is growing very fast, and there are so many opportunities, especially for those who now want to work in this tourism sector, even in IT, because without IT you can work in hospitality or whatever, because they have to do the programs and stuff. So if you're an IT person, engineer, hospitality, this might be a very lucky place for you in the future. And honestly, when it comes to the Saudi Arabia, I really would really love to live here compared to Western countries, because I'm really fed up with the Western countries now. And I also mentioned about this thing like in many videos now. And life here is very beautiful. People are very respectful. Of course, not those people who are coming from abroad. So if you come here, please behave as you are supposed to. Like try to embrace the culture. Don't try to do it like in Bali. Like there are so many Western people going to Asia or Middle East, and like Dubai, oh my god, try to leave their Western country. They behave like they are in a Western country, but actually you have to respect the locals and take advices from them and look at them, and yeah, come, look and love it. Don't bring anything back, don't ruin anything. That's the life. And so yes, I will as I mentioned, I would really love to live in this city, because the quality of the life is really high. It's really high. And yeah, and this is pretty much it. I think I mentioned pretty much everything. One more thing is like in Alula, I didn't make any like videos like explaining things. It's because I didn't feel respectful toward other people, because I was traveling with other people and with my tour guide, so I didn't want to take them on the videos. And yeah, but other than that, in Jeddah and Medina, I explained pretty much everything. And if you didn't watch those videos, please, I invite you to explore those two videos, because unfortunately not many people come to Saudi Arabia. And I also had, like, when I was kind of younger, like between 2 to 5 years in the past, like old days okay, 3 to 5 years ago, I was kind of afraid to visit this country as well. And it was like I was saying, like, always, okay, this would be my last country to visit, but it's not actually. This is my 18th or 19th country, and I really had fun. Fun is a big word, but like I really experienced, I really felt it, and I really loved it. And as a person who loved the architecture, the buildings, the natural beauty of things, I really enjoyed this country, and I highly invite you to visit this country, because it's different. It's not like going to Paris. I mean, like these Paris, Rome, Spanish Madrid, Spanish cities in general, they are so overvaluated. And these countries, the Middle Eastern countries, are how can I say, like less evaluated, no, like undervaluated. But I highly recommend you to visit these countries, because you will learn a lot, and it's not how Western countries depict, highlight these countries are really nice. They have a really nice culture. They have their rules, and they are not what the Western countries say. And come here, experience it on your own skin, and get acknowledged about every country. That's my last philosophical advice here. Yeah, because being acknowledged about the whole world is actually nice, because people can say so many things, so many different things about other countries, other people, but if you don't touch it, don't feel it on your own skin, you can't actually. And I feel like there are so much ignorance in Western countries nowadays. And that's it, guys. And if you like this video, show it to me. Like you can leave a comment, click on the like button, and yeah. And if I missed anything, let me know. And the people at the swimming pool actually invite me to Riyadh. I would love to see Riyadh very soon, and hopefully we will see in Riyadh or in any other cities around the world. And until then, very beautiful day, and have fun, and travel safe.
The nearest must towards you, this will activate the flow of oxygen. Miután a maszok megjelentek, ráncsak maguk elé a legközelebb esőt, ezzel aktiválva az oxigén áramlását. Before putting on the oxygen mask, please remove your face mask first. Mielőtt felhelyezik oxigén maszkjukat, távolítsák el arcmaszkjukat.